how I fixed an overexposed sky. So I was in Germany a couple of weeks ago shooting an Aston Martin DBX 707, which sounded like this. And during the shoot, I sat in the boot of the car and filmed a rolling shot.
Holy f***ing shit. I'm doing it! I'm doing it! That was sick!
But the footage came out like this. Boo. You suck at filming. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I replaced the sky and fixed my shot. Link to this and other project files down below. And with that being said, let us begin. So here is the shot. I was shooting with the sun on my side, so I use that information when I'm looking for my sky clip. And I'm going to be using Storyblocks with a new built-in plugin for Premiere. But if I search sky in videos, a lot of them are actually sped up time lapses, which look a little bit too crazy. So I searched for images instead, and I chose this one that looks like it will fit right in. So I download it and pop it into the timeline. Then select both of these, right click, replace with After Effects Composition.
This is where the fun begins.
First, we align the sky to match the footage. We may need to flip it or rotate it so that it matches our scene. Now before we move on, let's put our car shot on top. Then we're going to drag in lumetri color and mess with the highlights of the clip so that our sky is as white as possible. So let's mask out the sky by searching for the effect Luma key and select here where it says key out brighter. And what this will do is it will key out what's brighter. And we do this by clicking and dragging the threshold all the way to the right at 255 and then dragging it back until the sky disappears. You may need to add some feathering to smooth things out. And if your edges look like this, you might want to drag in key cleaner and increase the edge radius a bit and also the alpha contrast until it improves like this. Lastly, you can use simple choker to clean out the edges. A problem you might find is that other areas on your footage that have highlights will be keyed out as well. And if so, just simply duplicate the car video and for the one underneath, remove any keying effects. Then you're going to draw a rough mask around these areas and that makes them go. But if your clip is moving around a lot, then hit M on the keyboard, click the clock on the mask path, move a few frames, edit the mask and repeat. And then at the end, just add some feathering. And once you do that, select both car clips, right click, pre-compose and move all attributes to a new composition. We'll fix the edge a bit more later. Now, our footage only has one problem. And no, it's not the oversaturated sky. We'll fix that later. If you press play, it looks like this. And this is because the camera is moving, but the sky stays still. So what we need to do is motion track. And we'll do so with Mocha AE, which comes with Adobe After Effects. And I can already see that some of you might be a little bit scared to do tracking here, but trust me, this plugin is easy to use and I'll hold your hand. So we drag in Mocha AE to the car clip, ensure our preview is at full, double click the big sign. Your workspace may differ, you can just change it up here. And now we look for some background objects.
Scanning.
This is so we can use that data to track the camera movement. Now we use the X-Spline tool and draw around an area like these trees. Right click to close the area. Then we go to parameters, track and select all motions, including perspective. Increase the minimum pixels to 90. It may take a little longer, but it's worth it. Then you press this button here to track forward and we wait. And once you're waiting, why don't you hit the like button below as it helps your boy out. And once done, we click save and exit. Then we're going to create a null object by right clicking null object and call it tracked data. Let's go back to the car clip. On Mocha, open tracking data. And here we're going to select the transform option. And we're going to export this to tracked data. Then we click on our sky, make it a 3D layer and pick whip it to the tracked data. Boom. Now you have a tracked sky. Oh, and if this happens where the sky is too small, just increase the scale. Just remember to be consistent with the light direction. And now there's only one thing missing. Compositing. The first thing we do is color match the sky. All I did was reduce the saturation of the sky and play with the shadows and highlights. And now we add a light wrap. Essentially, we duplicate our sky, pre-compose it, move all attributes to new composition. Then let's put this clip above our car clip. Then we drag in the effect Gaussian blur and whack it to 100. Then we search for the effect set matte. And where it says take matter from layer, choose your car clip and to include effects and presets. Then we check invert channel. Now we add an effect called channel blur. And finally, we duplicate set matte, put it to the bottom and uncheck invert matte. We have actually created a light wrap. If we increase the alpha blurriness, you'll see this edge will have more of a feather. It gives a nice fade of light into the clip. Try not to increase the alpha blurriness too much. If you do, it can make it too obvious. But doing so actually got rid of the harsh edge that we had from our Luma key. Next, we add grain to our sky if we use a photo and set the intensity between 1 or 2. And finally, motion blur. Our foreground footage has it and the sky should too. Next, we add a quick color grade using one of the car lots from my store. And now this looks like a professionally shot clip, almost like something you will find in Storyblocks. Storyblocks solves the problem of finding high quality footage when you don't have the budget or time to find it. As a video ads agency owner, I have been using Storyblocks for the last 2 years to help me get the footage I need to help tell a visual story for my clients. And they're always happy because I'm using an unlimited selection of well-curated, professionally shot content with over 1 million 4K HD footage clips, templates, music, sound effects. images, and all with unlimited downloads. I once edited 3 short 20-second videos with only stock footage, and I made over £1,000, which was like a 3x return on the price of the membership. And it's even better now if you're a Premiere user, as you can find the footage inside the software with their new extension, which is insane. You just search, download whatever format you want, and you're done. So if you're a freelancer who needs footage to make an ad that will make your client happy, or a content creator who wants to make the videos more engaging for their audience, or you're in need of VFX assets for a personal project, then you will 100% benefit from Storyblocks. So click the link below to learn more. Now, when does this sky replacement effect not work? If your subject and other foreground objects are also incredibly overexposed, that footage is gone. Also, if your clip is too shaky, especially if your shot has motion blur. I mean, motion blur. And to avoid shaky footage in the first place, you might want to check this video out to learn how I shoot these car videos, where some of them have actually gone a little bit viral. Thanks to all my patrons, and I'll see you in the next video.